Voice of the Sea, learning from experts across the ocean.
Welcome to Voice of the Sea.
This time on Voice of the Sea, we explore the importance of fish ponds. In ancient Hawaii, fish ponds were a primary source of food for the people.
Cultural expert Kimokeo Kapahulehua shows off the limu he's growing in the wall, and we hear a little more about modern land use issues and ancient design principles.
I have a seaweed they call manawea, and so we had put four hakus together for they spore in each other and grow a forest underwater. So I'm gonna go look if I can find that in this rough water and show you what I'm doing under the water. I'm reforestating this pond with Limu, manawea, they call it ovo, hulu vaina, Limu ele, and Limu koho. And so those species are taking, kind of put it together to grow it more of it in this fish pond.
To seed it, you brought in rocks with the limu attached.
Yeah, I bought from a nursery to now grow it. So I gotta go see if I can find it. What happened when I brought them back, they were stunted. You see them? So these are all new. This whole thing. These are the babies. They're gonna spore off to the other and born.
The little bumps, yeah?
The little bumps. Those are babies. These are called manawea. Yeah, you try eat it. Give him.
It's good.
So you're asking what we're gonna do with our kids. This is what we're gonna do with our kids. We're gonna make a sea forest. And all they have to learn is find out the smaller rocks and then keep on transplanting it.
Was like this when you brought it in? Like
Yeah. But now they all got tentacles.
Yeah.
And they're all boar babies right here.
Yeah.
There's a brand new tree. These are all brand new trees. These will all be brand new trees right here, look. See these are here? They're all brand new trees. This is one big delicacy. It costs about $7 to $8 a pound in the store. But it has no economic value to us. We won't be selling it. Look at that.
It's so healthy.
Yeah.
So, this would be another sign to tell you my pond's okay. Because the water and the ocean, the fresh water, they're one family. So it doesn't matter the color. Same like now Willy Willy. They get plenty of fish. It's not the color. It's gonna help filter water. Anybody can eat it. This will grow tons of it. You come here, you lay here later, they'll all be floating on the wall. They'll be floating like the hedge.
Grows faster than everything can eat it.
Yeah.
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 And even if it gets eaten back to the nub, it's just gonna grow
It's
again.
just gonna grow again. The same root will go over and over. Look at that.
And even he has little
Yeah.
coralline algae
Yeah.
growing on him.
So I'm gonna send it back to my friend. I'm right now growing this also in Miami, in a university, marine university.
Yeah.
I send them all my plants,
Uh-huh.
and they're looking for the nutrient, and I send the quality of the water back to them, and to say knowledge with science to help me reforestate my sea forest in Maui and Hawaii. Opihi, I can do opihi, I can do sea urchin, I can do all of that. Because of people in the university sharing their knowledge with me sending them species, and they're finding the nutrient that makes them stay, and make sure that there's nutrient in this water. So I sample the water, and they'll tell me the nutrients that make this grow. So I can take this and put them on a rope, and feed them the nutrients on the land and put them back. Feed them like I feed an animal. Feed them and put them back.
And how does that help you?
The food nutrient that feeds them help them go back in the wild. Like feeding one wildcat. And then we wean them out. Once they start flourishing, no more food. They're strong enough to feed off that environment, just to start them. But this is natural.
I see. So let me get it straight. These guys are growing well in the pond, and so you send them and the water sample to the University of Miami, and they look to see what conditions they need, and then you use those conditions, you grow them in a tank on the land, and you get them healthy, and you use that to populate.
I wouldn't grow them on the land.
No.
They would tell me what part of what nutrient in the water and where they should go.
What area? I see.
That's all.
So the water quality in different areas of the pond is
But not so
different.
much the quality, the current.
The current.
There's a whole system, you know, like the wind, the tide, the current, the moon, you know, so the whole system. So the process was that the wall used to go all the way up, you know, and they said, oh, you cannot build a wall all the way up. You only can build them between the highest tide and the lowest tide. Well, this wall would have been all the way up and no sand would have gone in my pond.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So culturally, I would have built it all the way up here, right?
And then you would have been safe.
But now I don't build it up here, so now the sandbar building here. So when low tide, my fish cannot swim or play like how they're supposed to swim and play. Right over here is where the stream used to flow right to the ocean. So now it doesn't flow at all because of a lot of our stream is diverted. And so we don't have a jet stream down. So if we had a jet stream, the water would come right here. This is one of the streams, you know. So come, I'll show you the stream so you can show the stream and how the rocks, where they got the rocks from. So this water used to go right to the ocean. But because of the diversion, we don't have the jet stream. If they didn't divert it, there'll be the jet stream. These are rocks that they're placing there, but these are rocks that were taken from nearby. Like right along, right behind the houses, there's a large ravine with these rocks. So just behind there, less than a half a mile or mile, the rocks are brought here. So you're asking me where the rocks come from. So they came right across here, straight behind those houses. We never had houses before. So if it wasn't blocked by anything, when the tsunami came, it just wiped out this whole deal, made this all white. And this thing came down like a big river. They talk about a 100-year, you know, river flow or stream. Well, it's been coming here for millions of years. We're just trying to divert it, you know, and make it so. But this is where the rocks came from for Ko'i'e, Loko, you know. People carried by hand, and also was using raft and sled. Yeah, just sled it down the riverbed.
Are they going to try to not divert so much water and bring it back, or do you think it's going to stay closed off?
Well, like Hawaii, what they call estuarium, where the ecosystem just goes around. They're trying to do that right now everywhere, you know, and it's going to take a little work because now we're working with a lot of private people blocking the water.
Right.
So we're all trying to do that. You know, I think there's more people actively working around and trying to bring as much as we can back to the ecosystem. See the sand dunes is going over there. So those guys built the road too close to the beach.
Yes.
So they're complaining that the beach is going on land. So it's a natural thing for the sand to go there.
Turn your love of the ocean into a lifelong career. Join NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, as we unlock the secrets in the deep oceans, track rapidly moving storms, model climate trends, protect and preserve our marine resources, and so much more. It's all in a day's work at NOAA. Find a career that makes a world of difference, enriching life through science, service, and stewardship. NOAA.
The Curriculum Research and Development Group in the College of Education at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. CRDG has been providing quality educational programs and services for over 40 years, serving students, teachers, parents, educators, and experts around the world and here in Hawaii. The Curriculum Research and Development Group, improving schools, improving education. CRDG.
The University of Hawaii's Sea Grant College program, focused on Hawaii's coasts and its communities through sustainable development, safe seafood supply, sustainable coastal tourism, hazard resilience, and healthy coastal ecosystems. Hawaii's Sea Grant.
Exploring Our Fluid Earth is a dynamic curriculum developed by the University of Hawaii's Curriculum Research and Development Group, teaching ocean science concepts through the disciplines of physics, chemistry, biology, and ecology. Exploring Our Fluid Earth is now available freely online. Find out more at exploringourfluidearth.org.